Hi friends, I'm Shannon and this is One Spark of Magic. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We're glad to have you. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for viewing my videos and watching it. It means so much to me and I'm glad that you're enjoying it. And today I have so much for you. It's crazy. Might be one of the longest videos I've ever done because there's just so much to cover, but I'm going to try to get through it as quickly as possible. We have so much packed in here. We've got anniversaries to celebrate. We've got franchises to celebrate. We have brand new stores. We have expansions to stores. We have closing dates for rides, and we have some HHN updates with some just dropping today. Today is Friday the 13th, so I think you all know what one of those might have been, but we're going to go over all of that, and there was a huge dragonfly that just flew in my face. But anyways, we're going to go through all of that during this video. I'm going to show you all the new stuff that's here, but let's get going because we have a lot to cover today. All right, so first up, we have closing dates have been officially announced by Universal for Rip Ride Rockit. For some of you, this is going to be very devastating, and I know we probably thought we had till September to be able to get onto this, but they did announce it's going to be closing on August 18th. If you want to get on it for one last ride and one last headache, do it before August 18th. Construction walls are already up around the firehouse down here. Now, if you remember this firehouse is a remnant of the Ghostbusters firehouse. And right here it says restoration of historic Engine 89 firehouse. This is giving everyone speculation that Ghostbusters is going to be the ride that's going to be coming here. I personally have been asking for that myself. If you watch any of my Mardi Gras videos, I did say that this would make the most sense. It would fit in with this area. The theming wouldn't have to change anything else. And it's nostalgic, and people are really into that. So I'm hoping that Universal is actually going to be going through with that. But again, this is all speculation. It could be anything. But we do know there's a ride coming in. Permits have already been filed. So we do know that. So that's good. And it seems like it's probably going to be a coaster because Intamin is going to be the person building it. And they have built things like Velocicoaster, Hagrid's. So it's likely a roller coaster. All right, first up for our celebrations for anniversaries is going to be none other than the iconic Back to the Future. That's right, this year Back to the Future is celebrating 40 years since its debut in 1985. Now, fun fact, the original Back to the Future ride that was here at Universal Studios debuted in 1991 and ran all the way till 2007. And people still to this day are kind of missing it. But of course, Universal has to celebrate this iconic IP. And how are they doing that? Well, Doc Brown has taken over the pharmacy, and we're going to go see what he's offering. All right, so they do have two different shakes here that are themed after the anniversary for Back to the Future, and the one I got is called the Wake Up Juice. Now this is going to be a strawberry spice. Now it's strawberry ice cream with strawberry syrup, strawberry crumbles, and then cayenne spices. So we'll see. So our first sip, total strawberry everything, and it's freaking delicious. I love anything with strawberry flavoring. It's so good. But I couldn't taste any of the cayenne, and I realized it's because they put it sprinkled on top of the cream. So I took a bite of that, and my mouth is on fire. Way to go. Well, he's not here right now, but Doc Brown is meeting here at the pharmacy. So if you're in here grabbing your wake-up call or even one of the other shakes that they have here, you might run into Doc Brown and he might come in and start talking to you about his different experiments. Back to the Future is definitely in my top 3, if not number 1 of the franchises of Universal. I just absolutely love all of the movies, especially the first one. The first one's my absolute favorite. But I just found out a couple months ago that Back to the Future musical is going to be coming to my hometown, and I'm stoked. It's going to be there next year in 2026 in February, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see it. I hope it is not terrible. I really hope it's really good and they do a ballad of power and love. That's what I want to hear. Since we have so much to cover today, I took this on the road and we're now going to start talking a little bit about HHN. To start off, a couple weeks ago we did get the announcement that there would be a Five Nights at Freddy's type experience. They didn't say it was going to be a house or if it was going to be a scare zone or if it was going to be some special interactive thing. We don't know that yet, but they did announce that that IP will be at Halloween Horror Nights this year. The next announcement that they made was Fallout was going to be one of the houses. So that was the first announcement that they made. Now, I had never seen Fallout, never played the game, didn't know anything about it until Universal announced that that was going to be a house this year. So what did I go ahead and do? I went on to Prime and I watched every single episode, and I just finished it today. How perfect, because now they've announced a brand new one today on June 13th, which is a Friday. All right, so this is how Universal describes the Fallout house. Devastated by nuclear war based on the hit show and game franchise Fallout, will travel into the vaults and be attacked by raiders alongside Lucy. You'll escape to the wasteland and confront the bounty hunter, the Ghoul. You'll even encounter Maximus with the Brotherhood of Steel and see T-60 power armor. Crazy. And now that I've seen the show, I'm like super excited for it. I was like, it looks kind of weird. Like, I watched it. I'm obsessed. I love it now. And I might even start playing video games. Who knows? But for the newest house that was just announced today on Friday the 13th, we're getting a Jason house. Universal describes it as come face to face with the iconic horror villain Jason. Step into the terrifying world of this silent killer. Flee through the woods and into his sinister shack. Enter the summer camp where his gruesome legend began. Jason is back and nothing can save you now. I'm so excited. Let's talk about tickets. So Halloween Horror Nights this year will be starting on August 29th and we're going through November 2nd. However, on August 28th, the day before it starts, there will be a premiere night of Halloween Horror Nights this year, just like last year. So if you're not aware of what Premium Scream Night is, it just started last year where they had their very first one. It's a pretty expensive event. This year it's going for like $375 per ticket. But with your ticket, you have a low capacity, which means that you'll probably be able to get onto every single house. And because there's a limited amount of people, instead of having everybody go through at the same time, they're doing staggered. So that way everyone can experience the screams themselves. Not only do you get to get into all the houses and experience Halloween Horror Nights like you would on any other night, but you get all-inclusive food. Pretty awesome. And drinks, but non-alcoholic drinks. So to me, it can be really worth it. And because I want to try all the different things and not feel guilty for not being able to eat all the things, I'm going this year. And one of the cool things they're doing this year at Premium Scream Night is allowing costumes. So anything except for masks are allowed to be worn. And now that I've watched Fallout, I am debating if I should be Lucy, but like do it with that athletic wear so it's not crazy hot, because August 28th is going to be crazy hot. So I'm thinking of doing that, but if you can think of a better costume, let me know. But I also want to see what other houses there are, but I think it'll just be super cool. But that is awesome. The tickets are on sale now. Go get them. If there's a specific date that you need to come, make sure you get your tickets now, because some days will sell out. I do know that I'll be doing the Premium Scream Night. I've already got my tickets for that. And I also will be going at least once, if not twice, to Halloween Horror Nights on a regular night. One of those nights is going to be because I have a free ticket with my Passholder. I'm Premier Passholder, so you get a free Halloween Horror Nights ticket. I bring that up because I want to make sure that you know, in past years, you can just show up on any day that you wanted. This year, they are requiring you to have reservations for that night that you're attending and using your free ticket. So make sure to keep that in mind when you are trying to book and figure out what days you're going to be coming to Halloween Horror Nights. If you're excited about Halloween Horror Nights updates or there's anything that's going on with Universal, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be making sure that I am at least putting out even a short video so that you guys can see all the updates as they come out and know what is going on and what exciting things we have to look forward to this fall. So I'm super excited. But the other thing they have here is merchandise. So we're going to go check out the Halloween Horror Nights merchandise now. So let's get going. Now, if you're wondering where you can find the merchandise for Halloween Horror Nights, it's over here in Universal Studios, and it's actually right across from the pharmacy that we were just at. It's at the 5 and Dime. All right, so let's take a look what they have out. So obviously this just came out today. We've got our second thing here in our frame. So this frame is really cool that they have, because you can actually purchase this and put in these different emblems, so you can see all the different IPs that are going to be at Halloween Horror Nights this year and collect all of them. You can actually purchase it right over here. And then you have your different cutouts that you can put in there, and then they're almost already sold out, at least on this side. All right, so I want to see what this Jason shirt looks like. Okay, that is actually pretty cool. All right, so the shirts for this one are going for $33. We also do have all the mugs here as well. And these ones are going for $20. Okay, so they do have more of the cutouts for the frames over here too. So all this stuff here came out last week when they announced the Fallout house. So you got the shirt here, you got the ghoul on it, and the puppy dog. I don't know about you, but the puppy dog is like my favorite character of all of them. I'm like, yep, you're my favorite. All right, and these are some of the just generic Halloween Horror Nights for this year. It's a Never Go Alone. I'm definitely getting this one because it is super cute. And then you have your Halloween Horror Nights emblem on the front. Oh, here we go. They also have some of the trucker hats here too for the Never Go Alone. And they also have tank tops this year. All right, Halloween Horror Nights shirt has been achieved. And also, just so you know, I did ask one of the team members in there because I didn't see any more of the frames in there. They are currently sold out, but they will be getting more in. So just keep an eye on that. If I hear anything, I'll let y'all know. But in case you were looking for those. But, so now we have our Halloween Horror Nights out. We have our 40th anniversary of Back to the Future done. And now it's time to head over and meet some sharks. Actually, exiting on that one, we're going to stop in because there is a special store here for just pass holders and team members. We're going to go check it out and see if there's anything good. So I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough and we'll see. This is where they usually have the tribute store. It's over at the Williams of Hollywood. And so since they don't have a tribute store this year, this is what we've got. So we're just going to see if there's any good merchandise. So, soon. All right, there wasn't a lot of stuff in there that I thought was worth showing. So I didn't, because I also ended up getting a Christmas gift for somebody already. So that's been acquired. So now we're going to head on to our next anniversary that we're celebrating here at Universal. And that is going to be for none other than our favorite shark, Bruce. All right, so one of the cool things that Universal is doing is they're setting up basically a 4th of July celebration in Amityville over here in celebration of the 50th anniversary for Jaws. They've got different foods, and one of the cool things that they did bring over here is one of the old like quick serve like walk-up places that you could go to that used to be right outside of the old Jaws ride. So it's really cool because they have some of the nostalgic stuff that we love, and you know, just being able to see that all again, I really do miss that ride. It was super corny, but that's why it was so great. Like, I loved it. But anyways, we're going to go celebrate the 4th of July on a beach full of sharks. This should be fun. Alright, so we're going to come over to the candy store first because they have some merch and some cute things set up here. Now over here we have the Orca right here set up. And I'm assuming, because it looks exactly like the one that was in the tribute store last summer, the summer tribute store, it had all like the nostalgic, like it was like a Blockbuster set up. I think this was in the last room. We got some new 50th anniversary merchandise. As you can see, I already have tons of Jaws merchandise, but you cannot have too much. That's my personal opinion. Okay, now this is really cute. I don't know, maybe I should get that for my friend's daughter. I don't know, that might scare her though. Well, she likes horror stuff, so. All right, so they have everything here from pins. They even have the collectible spoons, as well as the Jaws lanyards, keychains, bottle openers. This is really cool. This is a nice cooler. Take it to the beach, you know. Maybe if Jaws knows that you like him, he might not eat you. That's always a possibility. You got some more t-shirts over here on this side, and some bags. And then you've got your Funko Pops. This is actually a really cute shirt here. All right, so how much is this one? $27. And now says that the 19-year-old girl whose body washed up on South Beach last Friday was the victim of a boating accident. The young woman, Christine Watkins, was apparently swimming beyond the pool line after midnight. The accident occurred. In other stories, the search continues for local fisherman Ben Gardner, whose charter boat has been missing for 3 days. The Coast Guard reports Gardner boating accident. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just getting word that our field reporter, Diane Stapleton, has some new developments on the trouble at South Beach. So now let's go to Diane, Amity Beer, and Larry Pond. All right, and this was from the ride itself, the Amity Boat Tours. This was there. This was part of it. Like, I don't know if they remade it or if they kept that in storage. Man, I really like when they do this. This is hilarious. I just keep listening to the radio. It's freaking awesome. Some other cool things they have in here. They have Quint's shirts. They also have, so these are some original costumes from the show itself. You can even see down here at the bottom, they have the Amity Boat Tours shirts. These were the shirts that the team members would wear when they were on the Jaws ride. So it's really cool that you have a couple of different things too. And I think some of these signs are from the ride as well. And if you look a little closely there, you can see the first victim's signature right there. Chrissy. That's kind of cool. All right, so on top of the merch, they also have the food stands here. So right behind me, we're going to find our first food booth. This is going to be Boardwalk Snacks here. And this is going to be Boardwalk Snacks here, and this is going to be Captain Quint's. This is where you're going to find a bunch of seafood here. They have a bucket of bait. It's going to have crispy pieces of clam, shrimp, and oysters sitting on a bed of fries. You've got some lobster taiyaki. You've got Amity Island iced tea and a mocktail as well. So that's where you're going to find all your nice, good fried foods. But we're going to go check out the other one that is right around the corner here, because this is the one that used to be over in front of the ride. This here is Midway Grill. This is where you're going to find some hot dogs and funnel cakes. So you have a Nathan's hot dog here. And it says your choice of condiments, and that is just going to be a package. Ketchup and mustard and relish for $9.49. So this may have been a food booth that was there outside of the park back in the day, but I guarantee you their hot dogs were not this price. A funnel cake looks pretty cute there. You can get a little gummy shark on top of it. And you can get some other drinks here as well. All right, we're going to walk around a little bit more and see all the other things that they have here before we grab some food, because I have to debate what I'm going to get. I don't really know if I want a full bucket of fried food. I definitely don't want to spend $9.50 on a hot dog. So we're going to check out these photo ops that they have around. So over here, they do have a photo shoot for you that you can actually step into the boat of the old ride, and it's all set up. It's so crazy cool. Look, if you get in there, you can see behind you, you have all the different like Universal shirt there, and then they have the boat. Over here, you can actually see they have the script here from the actual ride, what the skipper would say to everybody. Something huge and unseen smashes into the side of the boat ahead of us. The dock lights flicker, the impact causes, "Oh, that's him, we gotta go." Sorry, that is so cool. I love how they did this. And they also have the map here of the old show and ride here. It's, scene 1, scene 2. I'm sorry, I'm a little fangirling out here and having some like nostalgia moments, but this is really, really cool. Please return at end of shift. And you also have your gun over here that you use to keep Jaws away. You can actually play with some of these too. They don't really move. Oh, they do move a little bit. You also have the different buttons here. Actually, just like the boat. How freaking cool is all of this? So you can definitely get a photo up here and just come back and see some nostalgic things. All right, so I opted not to get any of the specialty food that they have today just because I don't really want anything sweet, so no funnel cake. I can't justify spending $9.50 on a plain hot dog and a basket full of like tons of fried food. I don't eat fried food very often, so I know that it makes my stomach upset. So I'm not going to do that. But I had to get something, Jaws. I mean, I am decked out in Jaws from head to my backpack. And so I'm like, I have to get something. So I got a little arm twisting because they also have specialty glasses for Jaws for the 50th anniversary. And they were so cute. And it's not real glass, but it's like really good quality plastic. So figured, I mean, it had everything else Jaws, right? So I ended up getting the Bruce because I just thought it was appropriate since, you know, this is his 50th anniversary. So I got the Bruce, which is basically just a regular, you know, margarita, but it looks delicious. So we're just going to sip on this for a little bit, enjoy the 4th of July Amity Island celebration here, and then we're going to head on to our next big news of Universal. So several of the IPs and franchises are celebrating huge milestones, but Universal Studios Orlando itself has its own milestone that it is celebrating, and that's its 35th anniversary. That's right, on June 7th, 1990, Universal Studios opened its very first theme park here in Orlando, Florida, and I think we're all very happy that they did. So my favorite rides that were there on opening day included Jaws, King Kong, and Earthquake. I loved Earthquake. I was so upset when that went away, but those are some of the most iconic ones, and the only one that still remains that was here on opening day is E.T. That's why they can never get rid of it. It's the only thing that has been here since opening day. It's so nostalgic. And all right, so we're going to head over to the Tonight Show area and see if they saw some of the merchandise because it had sold out, the shirt, and I really want one. It's so cool. It has like neon design, like very retro, like 80s, early 90s-ish retro style, and then it has like icons from all the opening attractions. So I'm really excited. I really want that shirt, so I hope it's still there. So we're going to go check and see if it is. All right, so a little bit of good news and a little bit of bad news. All right, so the shirt that I really wanted, which is the Universal Orlando Passholder shirt, which has all the icons of the opening day attractions, sold out. Bad. But I got one of the regular shirts that has the neon sign on it. It's still super cute. Wish, you know, I still had the other one, but they did say that it might come back. They just don't know when. So keep an eye out for that if that's something you're looking for. It is super cute. But on the good side of news, I got my very first Universal, upside down, Universal Orlando annual pass holder pins. Every time I've been here, I either forget to get it or they're already taken by the time I get here and I'm able to get to the pass holder lounges or stores. So I got it, and it's Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. So that's super cute and exciting and fun. So, you know, a little bit of bad news, but a little bit of good news too. So still have a couple of things that we need to cover. I've got about an hour left here at Studios before it closes and another hour till Islands of Adventure closes. But I can't pass it up. Mummy is only a 20-minute wait. So I'm going to go ride the Mummy, and I'll see you guys on the other side. All right, so we got Brandon Fraser some of his coffee, and now we're headed our way out of the studios. But on our way out, we're going to see one of the new updates up here. Recently, they had closed down the photo shop that was up here, and they were remodeling it, and now it's reopened as a candy store. So I'm just going to take a quick breeze in there as we walk up the park to head on over to Islands of Adventure. Alright, and here you're going to find a bunch of sweets in here, obviously, because it's a candy store. You can buy some prepackaged stuff, as well as you have this full entire counter here They've got these really cute Jaws cake pops here and Swiss rolls. Those look really good. It looks awesome. You know, they've got everything from the Minions, and even they have some stuff from Epic Universe over here. They've got some of the treats, the cake pops from Isle of Berg. Oh, look at this. They even have Back to the Future, and oh my goodness, the sexy pose. Oh, that's great. That is great. And of course, they have tons of Wicked stuff in here. The popular cupcake, the cake pop. Oh, and look at the wand. There's so many things Wicked here. This is great. Again, over here, you have some more pre-packaged foods. You got your popcorns. You can even get your big giant Simpson donuts over here as well. And then by the pound candies. And now, see, they have the different flavor jelly beans. This is where I get in trouble, is the jelly beans. We even got some other cool things here. We've got some stickers that I have not seen before. So we've got the Simpsons donut, some Jurassic Park, SpongeBob SquarePants, and some Minions down there. Alright, it's time to head over to Islands of Adventure now. We're going to head out because we have another huge announcement that is great, especially for us pass holders, but also if you're staying at a premier resort here at Universal that includes express passes. So if you know, if you're in the know, you already know. But in case you're not in the know, I'm going to let you know. Let's go over to Islands of Adventure. Alright, so I haven't walked the pathway between Islands of Adventure and Studios in a little while because I've been spending so much time at Epic recently. However, as you can see, I am surrounded by construction walls right now. So you can definitely tell that they're getting started on some stuff. I knew they did some construction over for Hard Rock, putting in new things for ADA compliance, but there's a lot of construction. I think this has to do with the new ride coming in. So it's on a new announcement, but it goes to one of the announcements that we've made on this video. So, all right. Continuing our adventure to Islands of Adventure.
No, they have one here.
Over here at Islands of Adventure, they are celebrating the fact that How to Train Your Dragon is now in theaters, and you can go see it, and you can come here to Islands of Adventure, and you can even take a photo up with Toothless himself. You don't even have to go to Epic to do that. You can even catch Stormfly hanging out in Islands of Adventure too. But we're gonna go check out the Halloween boutique and just see if they happen to have any more Halloween Horror Nights merch. Alright, so over here you can find the other Halloween Horror Night merchandise that we saw at the store at 5 and 9. So they're going to have your Never Be Alone collection. They're also going to have your Jason collection and your Fallout. So if you can't make it over to Studios, you can always get it over here at the Halloween boutique. Alright, so now on to our next announcement. Let's go. This one's so exciting. Can't wait to do this. Can you guess what it is? Alright, if you haven't guessed it or if you haven't heard about it yet, Hagrid's is now on Express. That's right. If you have Express Pass, if you purchased it, either that or if you stayed at a hotel, which is included with your room, or you're an annual pass holder premier, you get Express Pass to Hagrid's now. And we're going to do this, but I have to finish my soda that I just bought because I couldn't resist not buying a sipper for Jaws too. So we're going to finish that, and then we're going to finish up the lockers and just see how long this is going to take. In the 5 minutes it took me to drink my soda, I didn't even finish. Wait time went from 95 minutes to 140. And so we're in line now, and I've never been this far back before. So I started my stopwatch. We're going to see how long Express Pass is going to take. It is 8:42. Park closes at 10. We'll see. All right, I just had a total like theme park junkie that out there because I was on Hagrid's. I ended up getting the very front row as a single rider. Like I was in the express lane. I didn't go through single rider lane. I never do that because then you don't get the bike. You get the sidecar. So that's a little tip for you. But I was in express. I ended up getting the very front row, which is very rare to happen. I got it, and then the ride did shut down in the part where you have the drop track. And we waited and we waited and we waited and we waited, and then the ride continued and it was fine. I didn't expect them to let us ride again, but they did. So I got off the ride and went through the child swap and was able to get back on again and got the front row again. Like, what are the odds of that? And I mean, that one is super cool in the front row. Like, I'd much rather be in the front row on that one than, you know, the back row, and making it more like thrilling, as people say. Why? It's because when you, prior to going backwards, that's where it's the best to be in the front, and everything just seems a little bit faster up there. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I love the front row there. So to get it 2 times, that was just so awesome. But because that happened, I was only left with 15 minutes to run to Velocicoaster to be able to get on that tonight, and that's my favorite coaster. And so I was able to do that and get on Express there before everything closed. So some fun facts about Hagrid's. Well, first off, there are 7 different launches, a backward section, a drop track, and some of the most amazing animatronics, including Hagrid himself. But an even cooler fun fact is, I just learned this today. I knew that Hagrid's opened in 2019, and that's cool. That was 6 years ago. However, what I did not know was that it opened on June 13th of 2019. So today, as of me filming this on Friday the 13th, June 13th, 2025, it's Hagrid's birthday. How cool is that? Now, in case you've never been on Hagrid's, it is one of the most amazing roller coasters. The theming of it is amazing, and the ride itself is awesome. There's no inversions in it, but it's still thrilling, to say the least. I didn't get to show you the last couple things, but that's okay because they're outside of the park. So we have one more update to show you. However, I'm going to say my goodbyes here and do a quick little recap and then show you the very last fun new thing that's going on here at Universal. Today we got to celebrate the fact that we need a bigger boat by celebrating Jaws' 50th anniversary. We got to go where no roads are needed by celebrating the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future. We got to celebrate the 35th anniversary of Universal Orlando. And we got to just be able to see all these new and wonderful things, like Hagrid being added to Express, and seeing How to Train Your Dragon in the parks, and the promotion of the new live-action movie coming out. We got to celebrate Hagrid's birthday, the bride's birthday, today as well, which was super cool. We also got to get a brand new house update for Halloween Horror Nights on Friday the 13th. I know I've said that a million times, but that's still super cool. And so now we know 2 houses out of the 10, and it's just really awesome. There's just so much going on, and everything's going great. We've been over at Epic so much lately that I've been lacking on the new stuff over here at the studios and at Islands of Adventure. So it was nice to come back and be at our home park and, you know, enjoy it and get to see all the new fun stuff. And I hope you guys enjoy our very last news update too, which is going to be seeing the expansion of the Universal store in City Walk. That's right, they have a brand new section for Super Nintendo. They have an extra area for Harry Potter, which you're going to find some butterbeer. So out of all of these new updates and all of these new changes and things that are coming to Universal, which one are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments, and hit that like button, and also subscribe, because I'm going to be giving you more updates to come. So until next time, I'm Shannon with One Spark of Magic, and I'm wishing you the most magical of days. Toodaloo.